Hey guys, Kurt here from NK Garage, again with Mr. Nick.
Hello.
And I gotta admit it guys, I have a tool addiction. I'm really addicted. Right, Nick?
Guys, it's been 2 days since this man has bought tools and he's already on the prowl, ready to buy some more.
Yeah, I got an itch. I need to do some treasure hunting. So back in spring, I went to this guy I found. He's kind of local to us. I mean, he's like 40 minutes away. And he goes to a lot of auctions and he buys all kinds of stuff. And he basically is always doing a garage sale at his house. And in his garage, he's got a lot of tools. So I kind of just want to go pick and, do some treasure hunting. So we're going to go look. We're going to see what we can find some vintage, we're trying to find some nice old, USA made nice pliers, maybe some nice screwdrivers. Last time I was there, he had a lot of chisels and punches that were really nice, so hopefully some of that's still there. We're just gonna look for nice little gems, do some treasure hunting. So I know I'm looking for pliers and maybe some nice screwdrivers and stuff like that. And Nick, is there anything you're looking to find today, or?
I'm looking for the hidden gems of my type of tools. I like the more mechanical stuff. Not necessarily power tools. I'm not super interested unless I find something really cool. We've been on a DeWalt planer kick lately, so if I see one of those, magically make an offer, but just cool, weird mechanical stuff. So, and then of course hand tools. I'm looking for those too.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it simple and just get some really nice stuff. So, you never know what we're gonna get. We'll see. We'll see how we do. All right, we'll catch you in later, guys, and show you the haul. All right, guys, we just finished up at the house. We got the tools. They're in the car. Nick, did we do good?
I think good is a little bit of an understatement. There's a lot of weight in my car right now.
Well, we spent $690, and I'll just give you guys a little sneak peek. I got something in my lap right now. That there is a 3 3/8 inch socket.
It's a cup holder.
No, it's a socket.
That's a scale for you guys.
And that's a big cup. This is made by Armstrong in the USA. It's 1-inch drive. It is impact grade. It has never been used. 3 3/8 inch. That is a nice socket. These retail for $237. So
what did you pay for that?
$11.
$11. And it retails for how much?
$237.
That's quite the deal.
Yeah. It's heavy.
It's a shame you only got one.
Yeah, one. Not 13. Oh, hey guys. I'm just admiring my tools here. So we made it back to the garage and we set everything up for you guys. So let's take a look. I think we'll start with the wrenches.
You got a few of them.
I do. There's actually 54 wrenches on this table. Not that table, this table. And, well, here's how it went. We got to the guy's house, we went in the garage, we started looking at tools. I saw that he had a lot of big wrenches on the shelf, and I asked him, what are you asking for these? And he said, oh, I got some that are individually priced, like this one's at $12. Allen wrench. This one here's 15. Over here, this one's 15. There were some that he started cleaning up, put some prices on. And then the rest of them, he said, I just haven't had time to deal with them. And I said, all right, well, I think I'm going to get a bunch of them. What do you want to sell them for? He said, we'll do $9 each. So I took a bunch down, made a pile, went around, got everything else, and then realized, you know what? Let me just ask him what he wants per each for all of them. And he came down just a little bit more to $8. But there's some really good stuff here, and I was happy to pay that. And these are all big XL jumbo wrenches. We've got everything from Proto, Armstrong, Williams. There was that Allen we showed you before. There's some Wright wrenches. There was a fair amount over here. Over here, there was one. There was by Blue Point, was here. There might be a couple more brands, but most of them are Armstrong, Williams, Proto. These are all the double box wrenches over here, and these are all the combination wrenches. And we got everything. These are all 1 inch plus. I really like the big ones. That's what really got me going in the beginning. I mean, these are Proto 1 5/8 wrenches. I mean, this is, even just in used average condition, this is a $50 wrench. And I think we got 8 1 5/8 inch wrenches. A couple Protos, we got some Armstrongs here, and we got some Williams. The rest of these, various sizes, we got some 1 1/4s, we got some 1 7/16, we got some, I think there was 1 16 over here, another 1 1/8. And then the double boxes, these are varying, they got sizes, they're all SAE, 1 1/16, this one's got 7/8 on this side, 1 1/4. It's a nice collection. So these primarily, I think the only size that we don't have in our combination wrench is 1 5/8. So we'll probably grab one of these Proto ones for ourselves. And the rest of these are going up on eBay. So if anybody needs any jumbo wrenches, these will be on our eBay store, ranging from probably $20 to $50, $60. On to the next table over here, we got a lot of Craftsman stuff. Or a decent amount anyways, not too much. But I picked up this Craftsman 18-inch pipe wrench made in USA, and it's in really good shape. We got an old Craftsman ratchet here, USA made, VM series, and it really is barely used. It's a nice one. This, the guy said there was a broken ratchet. He had warranty through Lowe's. We got that. We got this Craftsman 3-inch C-clamp here, also made in USA. Got a nice pry bar here, Craftsman with the red handle. This is USA made as well. It's about a 12-inch total length, maybe 12 to 14. Got 3 Craftsman locking pliers. These are all USA made, I believe, as well. Then we got a Craftsman 12-inch chain wrench. We got a Craftsman ratcheting screwdriver here with the reversible switch. We got an old Sears tongue and groove pliers, part number 30723. Just thought these were cool. The guy actually came over and handed us to these. They're made in Japan, but they're cool and they're not bad. Got an old Craftsman plane here. This was pretty cool. Then we got this Craftsman cold chisel. It's an older one with the 2 lines on the logo here. Nice little Craftsman glass cutting tool right here. We got 5 Craftsman double box ratcheting wrenches. These are all the Sears / Craftsman model. There's 2 of the 1/2 and 9/16. So I think we're missing a piece or 2 from the set, and we have 1 double. Got the Craftsman small hammer here with the interchangeable ends. It's definitely a nice piece to have, old USA made. Got a couple of metric wrenches here that Nick pulled out, and then he pulled out this small little, obstruction ignition type wrench here. Got a speed square by Empire, USA made. I always pick these up if I can get them for like $1 or $2. Just good to have those sitting around. And we got some Stanley stuff too. We got this old Stanley plane here, made in USA. This one will clean up really nice, so pick that one up. Continuing with the Stanley, we got 2 of these brand new 1/16 inch pin punches. They're newer stuff, probably made overseas somewhere, but figured for that size, it definitely was something that would be good to have. Got this Stanley corner clamp here, and just another Stanley clamp over here. This one is USA made. And we got 2 Stanley 100 plus screwdrivers, 1 Phillips and 1 flat blade. Got a nice Proto 5/16 inch nut driver, USA, and an Axolite nut driver. I believe this is 5/16 as well. Got this Pittsburgh Pro click type torque wrench, and this was sitting outside. It's brand new. I opened it up. Everything is in there. It looks pretty good. It was something we paid about $1 for, so I figured I'd pick it up. You know, I normally don't pick up, you know, too much foreign stuff or cheaper brands like Pittsburgh, but for $1, that's not a bad deal at all. Got a 3/4 drive-inch socket. It's the 1 5/16. It's Armstrong brand. In good shape, 12-point here. And I got this cheap rubber mallet made in China, but I probably paid 50 cents for it, so figured it's just good for, you know, beating around on. Then we'll go over to table number 3. All right, here's those 13 large sockets that gave you a little sneak peek before in the car. In the car, I thought I grabbed one of the biggest ones, which is the 3 3/8, but actually we got a 3 1/2 and 2 3 5/8. And all 13 of these sockets, USA made, Armstrong. It's going to be hard to read. I don't know if we'll pick that up, but it's Armstrong. They're impact grade, and they're all unused. They got a little bit of shelf wear, but I mean, come on, they're large 1-inch drive impact sockets. I don't think that really matters. They're all unused, basically new old stock, and these things retail for a lot of money. The 3 5/8 socket retails for $436. The 3 1/2 is $268. The 3 3/8 is $238. 3 1/8 is $237. The 3-inch is $200, and the 2 5/8 is $158. Now, I'm not going to get that kind of money for any of these, and these are going to be expensive to ship because they are very heavy. But we should be able to get about half of that retail value for these. And believe it or not, we're sitting in the guy's garage, and he had these stickers on here, $35 each. Didn't matter what size, he just wanted $35 a piece. I told him, I said, all right, you know what, I think I'm going to get, you know, one of each size. And I was going to just get them for us, just to have, because I was like, when am I going to get 1-inch drive impact sockets for that kind of price? And then I started thinking, I was like, well, I don't even think I really will ever need these, but they're probably very expensive. So I decided, well, let me pick them up to resell them. I'll just get all of them. So I asked him, what would you do each for if I just took all of them? And he told me $11. And I just said, yes. I said, yes, you got a deal.
So
I guess
you're telling me this was $11, and this was $11.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. And that was just done deal. They've probably been sitting in his garage for a while. You know, he gets a lot of tag sailors and, you know, regular folks. He gets all kinds of stuff. I mean, tools is one thing that he does, but he does all kind of household goods, inventory closeouts, liquidations, all sorts. He goes to auctions and he buys and he resells. And it's all for cash, tag sale style. So this was not something your regular person is going to come in and say, yes, I'll take this socket. So he just wanted to get rid of them, I guess.
Even the tool hoarder himself barely even wanted to take them off his hands. So
because I don't think I'm ever going to come across a 3 5/8 inch nut. I don't build bridges or work on ginormous cranes or mining dump trucks or anything like that. That's not what I do. I do landscaping. So we're going to resell them. Moving on, this was pretty cool. This is an M. Klein & Sons, and it just says number 11. And it looks like some kind of crimping plier. It's definitely old, stiff, but obviously for crimping. I haven't looked it up yet to see any kind of valuation. It's in actually really good shape. It's just got a little bit of surface rust, so that'll be something that'll be pretty cool. Got a Dasco cold punch here that's actually in really good shape if you look at that blade. So I picked that up because I do like cold chisels, especially when they're like almost new. Got 2 spud wrenches. Was really happy to get those, and I only paid $1 a piece for them. The one on the left is a Williams, and the one on the right is a Billings. Old USA ironworking tools. These things are just so cool. These things are really good collector's items. We got some pipe cutters. I got a big rigid here. This one goes up to 1 1/4 and down to 1/8 inch. Then this one here is the rigid number 20, and it goes up to 2 1/8 inch. And we got a smaller one here. This is, you know, your standard size, goes up to 1 inch. It's got the little, you know, cleaning tool to ream it out. Yep. Then we got a proto, and this one's like brand new, so we're going to be keeping this one. Nick likes this one. Then we got this Armstrong 1/2 inch drive speed crank here. We got a USA made 4-inch C-clamp. And we got some pliers and some adjustable wrenches. All these pliers here, USA made, except for this. This is a pair of nail clippers, but they're made in Germany. And they got a nice, good cutting edge on there, so I just figured, why not just pick them up. Got a little wire stripper over here, and then we got a bunch of USA made pliers. This is slip joint pliers over here by Penance Corp, made in Chicago. Got a nice pair of small Bonnie, and these are actually, there's interesting like surface on this metal. It looks like they almost tried to galvanize it or something. Kind of interesting. I don't know if it's just the way it aged or if they tried galvanized tools at some point. Next up here, this is a M. Klein & Sons needle nose pliers made in USA, and it's got the lineman on the pole in there. Really cool logo. Pair of Vaco USA cutting pliers. Nice steel handle. Next one here is Proto, smaller lineman's pliers, USA made, of course. Nice, good, clean, red grip handles. I mean, this thing looks like it's barely been used. It's got nice cutting edge in there. Feels nice and sturdy in there. No play at all in that joint. Really nice. Next one here is made by Diamond, the horseshoe company. It's one of their lineman's plier tools. Down here, got a pair of Crowder 6-inch lineman's pliers. Next up is another pair of Crowder pliers. Nice little needle nose. And then we got Utica Tools battery terminal pliers. Then we got 3 adjustable wrenches. We got a 10-inch crescent, 6-inch crescent, and a 4-inch diamond. And they're all really nice, older, USA made adjustable wrenches. And those are just, you can't, they're like diamonds. I need them. I need so many of these in my life.
Really, it's not even Kurt that has the adjustable wrench addiction.
Nick's worse.
I have quite the addiction. I told Kurt that I need to add these to my collection because I have 3 of these 12-inch, but all my others are lacking. So I'm going to need to fill my stock up.
Well, here's a 4-inch. We got a 6-inch. We got 2 8s, 1 10, 3 12. This is a 15, and then we have an 18. But then over here, we have 3 more. And then, come on, guys. Come on, we'll take a little trip. Nick, what do you got over here?
Those are just my backup adjustable wrenches.
Oh, okay, they're backups. And what is this? What size is that one?
Well, it's a small one.
Oh, it's smaller than a 4. That looks like a 3.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's for those small nuts.
Well, oh, hold on now. Hold on now. Where is it?
That is it.
What have you done?
That's the one.
That's the one?
That is the one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, while I'm at it, I'll show them my favorite wrench, though. It's my 2-inch Williams.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big wrench. It's my favorite.
Well, let's keep showing them the goods.
Yep.
So Kurt has called this my table, even though he picked a good majority of this stuff out. But this is the stuff that kind of fits my bill a little bit more than the regular hand tools. We'll start off with probably the smaller, more basic stuff. We got a little bit of emery cloth. You just don't come across this stuff very often, so for the small price of probably $1 or less, we got a roll of this. Kurt found this one. This is just some steel braided cable. We're always making something, fabricating something for our landscape jobs, and you can never go wrong with buying this stuff in bulk or at a tag sale where it is super cheap, because buying this brand new, it's not cheap. Then this one, I don't really know how much of a deal we got. So we paid $14 a piece for these. These is a 10-pack of DeWalt metal cutting blades for the grinder. only thing that I thought was very kind of interesting and special about these is that they're metal / stainless cutting. I've never seen that before. I didn't know that there was a separate type of cutting wheel for stainless. I've cut stainless with a regular cutting wheel before, and it seems to work all right. I'd assume that this does better. But Kurt did some comps for this on eBay, and for about $1 more, you can have this shipped to your door. So, did we do good?
Well, I did also comp it out on Amazon, and individually each blade is $4 and change. The 10-pack I think was like $35, so it's definitely cheaper to buy it this way. Did we need them? No. Originally I thought we were getting a better deal on them. That was one of the things where, like, he kind of priced it out and he knew he could get that from some people, so that was one of the things we paid up for. But we got plenty of deals today, so I'm not even worried about that in the slightest.
Exactly. Next thing, this is a Lufkin 100-foot tape measure, non-metallic. Kurt actually grabbed this one. We use these for landscaping when we're marking out some of our projects. This is a nice USA-made one, so yeah, good to have around. Can't complain about that.
I like the handle on it. I like that it's orange. A lot of times, you know, you put a tool down and you might misplace it or lose it or run it over with a machine. Things happen. One time we bought a special 16-foot tall pruning ladder, and the next day Nick ran over it with the skid steer.
Yeah, I was backing up and just wasn't looking where I was going, and I ran over the last 2 foot of the ladder. So now it's a 14-foot ladder. We shortened it, which maybe works out better for us. I don't know. But things happen, like Kurt said. Being bright orange helps a lot for visibility. That's one of the reasons why our company color is orange. It's a bright color. It helps. Next on the list here, this was $4. Yeah, you heard me right, $4. This is a 1-inch Delta belt sander. No belt. It's missing the table. But it starts, it runs. It actually sounds really smooth. So we're going to go ahead and get a belt for this and keep it around for now.
Yeah, I mean, I asked the guy, he had an extra bin. He just came back from an auction on Tuesday that he hadn't gone through, full of tools. He said, well, you're at it, you know, you're the tool guy, go take a look through it. And I pulled this out right off the top, and I said, what are you asking for this? Because we don't have one. And Delta's, you know, it's a decent brand. It's isn't crazy, you know, anything, but it's decent enough. And he said $4, and I said, you got a deal. I'm not even going to try to plug it in. Just throw it in the pile. Like, I'll take it. I'll take a chance on that. No worries. And then we got one more item.
Yeah, last but not least, this is a Kurt brand hitch.
Wait,
receiver hitch.
My name's Kurt.
Yeah, you just spell it a little different.
I spell it with a K.
So, even comes with a nice rubber plug.
Which you could probably sell on eBay for.
Probably could sell. I don't use these because I always have a hitch because I'm always towing a trailer. But anyway, I saw this. I figured he was probably going to ask $50, $60 because these generally retail $200 or more. He told me $10. I couldn't believe it, and I said I will gladly take it. This is for a Subaru, probably like a Forester or an Outback. I'm not actually certain. It's a 3,500 pound capacity, 525 pound tongue weight. But the real reason I took this is we do a lot of projects that require fabrication, like I said. So I have bought a lot of weld-on receiver hitches, whether it be from Tractor Supply, Harbor Freight, or online. And in general, a weld-on 2-inch receiver costs $30, $40, depending on where you get it. And they're not built as well as a regular receiver. So we actually just used up our last in-stock receiver for a project that we did. And I'm out of stock on 2-inch receivers. I saw this for $10. That's less than you pay for one in the store. And it comes with all this extra heavy-duty metal that it can be used for welding projects. So it's not going on a Subaru.
Maybe I'll put it on my Volkswagen.
Maybe Kirk will put it on his Volkswagen. We just like to have good, usable metal for fabrication and creating things.
Well, for $10, I mean, that's a $200 hitch for $10.
You can't go wrong.
And we live in the Northeast, and especially beyond that, we live in New York. And in New York, they salt the roads for fun. They salted the roads before Thanksgiving this year because it rained a little bit, and then it got a little cold at night. I mean, it's ridiculous. These guys are like overtime hungry, or people are just complaining how they're scared they are to drive on the roads or something. I don't know, but they salt everything, and stuff like this gets rusty real fast. And it's not brand new. It's got a little bit of paint chipping and a little bit of rust, but it doesn't have any damage to it at all. So that's a good deal for a used hitch around here, especially in the condition. And we've got one more thing to show you guys today. Nick, can you go grab the box for me?
I'm gonna let the people.
Okay.
I'll show the people, and you do the grabbing.
Well, I'm gonna bring it over to the light. This here, guys, we got at Lowe's, and I paid full price for it. Well, if you haven't yet heard, Craftsman came out with their Overdrive series. And at first when I heard about it, I go, that's silly. It's a gimmick. They're just scamming people out of their money, thinking they need to buy a whole new second set of tools because they might encounter a rusty bolt. And then I went and bought it. But I wanted to see what it was like, and I wanted to show you guys what makes it Overdrive, why they're charging more money for it, is it worth it, what the quality's like. And you can find all that out if you watch the video when it comes out. So stay tuned, because the video on this is coming out next.
See you on the next one.